And welcome to another edition of the smAshlights, where I talk in a stilted fashion sometimes about whatever I want. It's a good time, folks. So join me while I talk about douchebags. Wait, no, not that dude, not that douchebag. A different. No, neither of those douchebags. I want to talk about this douchebag. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not see epic posts like this.
Players 100%. 100%. What they're trying to do is create positive change in this country that frankly is long, long overdue. So let's just get that out of the way and go call football.
I've got an idea for positive change. Chris Collinsworth. Retire, Chris Collinsworth. Retire and shut your face.
Chris Collinsworth, one of America's leading douchebags. He sucks dog at being a sports broadcaster also. If there's nothing good about the NFL, at least you can get an ample opportunity to berate Chris Collinsworth, museum-grade douchebag. If you know Chris Collinsworth, tell him I said 8 == capital D. Send him an email. Speaking of douchebags, oh my god, look at these covidiots. Holy crow, it's a museum-grade covidiot. We heart every single covidiot. Every single one. Let's talk about assisting mankind by advancing the study of predictive phenomenon in order to optimize value, reduce risk and liability, save lives and resources, and adapt no matter what the adversity is. If the adversity is an overreaching government, or the adversity is a stalker who's decided to build a homeless encampment in your backyard, make sure you speak truth to power and eradicate those pests in whatever way you possibly can. If your neighbor's mad about yard waste, but he's providing human waste instead, get rid of him. Have a good time when you
eradicate
a
pest
from your life. Yes, eradicate a pest. Eradicate a pest today. It could improve your day. Now, we do stream these videos live to Twitch typically. This one's not being streamed live to Twitch. We're just recording it. Twitch.tv/smAshomash. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/smAshomash. Check us out there. There's exclusive content on all the sites. We've got playlists, and we talked about tutorials today a little bit, such as how to use the Smash forum. Here's one of our playlists. It's tutorials. We've only got 3 videos in there. Expect more coming soon. And the more views we get, the more we will be able to put out content. So here's a clip. I don't know what I'm going to say.
I basically have left this all on stock settings. I rolled this out long before it looked the way I wanted it to.
And by the way, the smAshomash.com/forum basically does run itself. Don't worry if I'm not posting. If you don't see any posts for a while, it's live. If you want to contribute, you do have to make a login. Thanks for those who have. We're like approaching 1,500 logins now. Check us out on BitChute also. We've got exclusive videos such as the one we produced on March 19th about hydroxychloroquine. Were you aware? Huh. Yeah, it got demonetized on YouTube, so guess what? We got rid of it. It was set to private. It's a BitChute exclusive. Thanks, Google. Speaking of Google, they're utterly incompetent. Is your local government utterly incompetent? I mean, are you like, hey government, what are you talking about? You overreaching bureaucrat. Yeah, we've got some issues. Now I'm located in Lehigh County. Let's talk about national scale issues. Complete, total, and utter incompetence from the CDC, who has now abandoned its airport screening procedures. Why? Because they're irrelevant, just like the COVID. Yeah, it's irrelevant. It's not novel. If the COVID's novel, so's the common cold. As the case mortality rate keeps dropping, the last I've read, it's 0.02% now. Less than half of the case fatality rate of the flu. So, for all you global panic idiots, check it out. The latest screening guidelines note that the coronavirus can be transmitted from people who have not shown symptoms of infection. The policy of screening for symptoms only, the CDC said Thursday, had, quote, limited effectiveness because people with COVID-19 may have no symptoms or fever at time of screening or only mild symptoms. Who didn't know that? Well, guess what? The CDC is trying to cover its own you-know-what by being the pathetic, heaving bureaucracy that it is, unable to get out of its own way. What a surprise. Is your local government pathetic? Is your local government like 5 incompetent people? Well, imagine how incompetent the national scale government can be. We need smaller governments and less spending. That's the solution to many of the problems. It's a way to adapt, no matter what the adversity is, by the way. Congratulations on surviving a global pandemic. So far. Were you scared and spooked? Oh my God, I was so scared and spooked. So scared and spooked that I started talking about it on smAsho.com/forum on January 23rd. Check this out. You want to hear about some more incompetence from the WHO? Well, here's what we were talking about on April something. Wow, that's a long article. On April 16th, we were talking about how the WHO is incompetent. Check this one out. Because, by the way, antibiotic-resistant tuberculosis has been around the whole time. So, in 2017, the WHO compiled the first ever global priority list for anti-resistant bacteria. Surprisingly, it didn't include tuberculosis, which still causes more deaths than any other infectious disease. In its defense, the WHO said it's already established priority for which innovative new treatments are urgently needed, which of course is once again an attempt to hide its executive branch failures. They're like, we're not accountable for this. We're government officials. We have your best interests in mind. Anyway, if it's already a globally established priority, why isn't it on the list? It's the deadliest infectious disease in the world. If you want to read more about stuff like this, head to smAsho.com/forum. You can you can link to it from smAsho.org, which will redirect you to smAsho.com. You've also got the social media stuff. You've got me vanishing. Again, smAsho.org will send you to all these places. We've also got an IP line, a smAsho VoIP line, as well as links to our merch. Let's talk about the latest edition, Nature's Bounty 2-pack fish oil. It's pretty cheap. It's 360 coated soft gels by Nature's Bounty there. Less than $23 for 360 soft gels. And just to give you some idea of part of the reason why it's good, it's because of docosahexaenoic acid. Docosahexaenoic acid. Say it aloud. Docosahexaenoic acid. Now, it does things like treat high cholesterol, but it also has major effects on the brain and inflammatory response. So if you want to read about it, this is WebMD. Just type in DHA. It's a commonly known nutritional supplement. You can only get it from fish oil, breast milk, or from algae oil. So if you're vegan, you can still get DHA. Is this from algae oil? I'm not exactly sure, but in any case, probably not. No, this is actual fish oil, obviously, since it says fish oil in giant letters. Duh. Check us out on Facebook. We do interact there quite a bit, and we are all over social media. Watch our presence get much bigger over the winter time. We expect to do a lot of interaction on Minds and Gab and all over the place. We're on Twitter also. Check us out there if you haven't. Twitter.com/smAshoMash. Approaching 1,700 tweets. And here ends another smAshlights segment. Thanks especially to our patrons, a true source of funding for the content. Please endeavor to make Earth not suck again. Since it's up to you, please endeavor to make America not suck again if you live in America. And don't worry, folks. Next year's not an election year. Everything will be just fine. As I've been saying for months, this too shall pass. This too shall pass.